there, tech fans. Rick here again with a quick review and demonstration of a brand new product from our good friends at OREI, the SplitExtend HDMI adapter. This product allows you to very easily connect two external monitors up to your laptop or your home computer through a single USB connection. The product is incredibly easy to use and it works with both Windows and Mac OS. Once you connect it to your computer, both of those monitors are available and you can extend your desktop to those monitors to greatly increase your screen real estate, or you can mirror your desktop to those two monitors to share the same content across all three. Now, as part of this review, I always like to start with an unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And in this case, there's not a lot inside the box because it's an incredibly easy product to use. But then I'll explain a little bit more about the product because OREI's built a few features in that really separate this from a lot of other HDMI adapters on the market. And some of those are really interesting, and I'll get into that in a bit. And then I'll do a demonstration to show you how simple a product is to use. And I'll come back at the end and I'll point out a few things to remind you why this is different than other HDMI adapters you may be considering. All right, so let's take a look at what comes out of the box. So when you first pop open the box, you'll find the SplitExtend HDMI adapter. Really simple unit. It's got high impact plastic case, rubber feet on the bottom, so when you set it down, it's not going to move all over. It's not going to scratch your desktop. On the one end is a heavy duty cable. It's kind of a short cable, and I like that because you don't want to have this big cable across your desktop. So it's long enough to plug into your computer and not take up a lot of desk space. And on the end of that is a USB-A connection. Now, if you've got an available USB-A port on your computer, just plug that in. The video and the power for the unit is sent through that connection, and that's the only connection you'll need to your laptop. If you have a newer computer, or if you only have a USB-C port available, there's an adapter right here that slides over the USB-A, and poof, it turns it into a USB-C, so you can plug that into any USB-C port. Once you do that, the unit's activated, and on the other end, you'll find two full-size HDMI ports. Both of those are active at the same time. One is labeled 1080p, the other is labeled 4K. So you have an ultra-high definition and a high-definition port. And again, connect two monitors up, and then you can extend or mirror your desktop to those external monitors. You'll also find a full instruction manual included that explains everything you could possibly want to know about the unit. There are specifications, connection diagrams, other details about things that you'll want to know. And the only thing I'll point out is that there are a lot of advanced features this product provides, and I'll explain those in a minute. But to enable those advanced features, you'll want to download a driver. It's a Silicon Motion driver, free driver. They tell you how to get it in the unit. And what that Silicon Motion driver does is really enhance the experience that you're going to have with those external monitors. So download that driver. It takes a couple of seconds. And this unit is compatible with both Windows operating systems and Mac operating systems. Now, one thing it does, which I think is really unique in the space, most HDMI adapters like this will allow you to connect external monitors up, but it may be a little difficult to share your desktop or to actually extend your desktop. With this one, it's drop dead simple. You basically plug it in and start sharing to those two external monitors. But one thing OREI did different with this one, and that's why they're calling it the SplitExtend product, is that you can actually connect several of these up to the same USB port and extend to 4 monitors, 6 monitors on Mac OS, or 8 monitors on Windows. Now think about that. You've got your laptop, you've got 8 monitors set up, and all of a sudden you're extending your desktop to 8 monitors, and it gives you a tremendous amount of extra screen real estate. So if you're working on a lot of programs at the same time, you can open them in full screen mode. If you're doing video editing, you can slide windows around in full screen mode. And it's really easy if you have multiple monitors to sort of cut and paste from a spreadsheet over here into an email, or to read that email. It's really fine print. You can blow it up big on the screen. So I think the fact that you can actually extend a single USB port to 8 monitors at the same time, again on Windows and 6 on Mac OS, is pretty incredible. And I'll show you that in a demonstration coming up. Another thing I really like about the unit is that it's small, it's portable, it's got a high impact plastic case, so it's going to last a long time. They put ventilation along the side, so as it's operating, a little bit of heat develops inside, it can escape. A lot of these products have a completely closed case, and even though they don't get that hot, that heat inside there can definitely damage the electronics over time. I like that the cable is attached. Some of them come with a removable cable, and then you have to have a cable with you to make the connection. And what I really love is this adapter on the end of it, because a lot of these units that are on the market assume you're going to connect through a USB-A or USB-C. But again, with your laptop, you may only have one USB-A port and one USB-C port. So having this adapter attached to the cable means I can connect it to whatever port's available on my computer. They both work perfectly fine, and I'm ready to go. So it's really nice that they thought of pretty much everything. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll set up 8 monitors, and I'll start with 2, I'll add 2 more, I'll add 2 more, and I'll add 2 more, and show you how you can use this unit with 8 physical monitors on a simple laptop. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, I have my laptop in front of me and I've set up two monitors right over here. And this is the way I normally use the SplitExtend HDMI adapter. I'll leave it connected to my monitors, and when I come home with my laptop, I'll simply plug it into a USB-C port and extend my desktop to those two external monitors, effectively tripling my screen real estate and providing more than enough room to open multiple programs at the same time or even display those programs in full screen mode. Now, I did want to show you how you can expand beyond two monitors to either 4, 6, or 8 monitors on a Windows system or up to 6 monitors on a Mac OS system by connecting multiple units up to your computer. And to do that, I've set up 6 more monitors over here for a total of 8 monitors. Now, you normally won't extend your desktop to 8 monitors at the same time unless you're opening a lot of programs, but it's nice to know you can also mirror your desktop to those external monitors, and that way if you're displaying a video in your desktop, it'll be shown on all those monitors at the same time, and that's great if you're at a trade show and maybe you have a video running on your laptop that you want to display in multiple monitors, or even in a business setting, if you have to do a presentation, you may want that showing on multiple monitors at the same time, and all you have to do is connect up additional units. Now I'm going to start off with a 2 monitor setup because this is the most common, and then I'll expand to 4, 6, and even 8. So the first connection I'm going to make is from these 2 monitors to the unit, and I've already connected up HDMI cables to the monitors, and those will plug right into the HDMI ports on the end of the unit. So once I've made those connections, now I've got to connect the unit up to my computer, and I have a choice of using a USB-A connection, or I can slide this adapter over the top to turn it into a USB-C. Now I have a USB-C port available on this side, so I'll plug that in directly. And the minute I do that, Windows recognizes that I've plugged in an external adapter. It's going to take a second to make whatever adjustments are needed to give me the best picture, and you'll see that display come up on both of those. Now, what you're seeing here is an extension of my desktop. So I can slide programs from my desktop to either one of these monitors. If I'm doing video editing, I can move some of those screens around. It just gives me a lot more room to actually get things done. It just makes things a lot easier. And now I'm ready to connect up the 3rd and 4th monitor. This is going to be interesting. And I can't connect these directly to my computer because I only have one USB-A port over here, and I want to connect 3 of these up. So I'll have to use a USB hub. I've got a USB-A hub right here, and I'll plug that into my computer. And once I do that, I've got 4 ports on here now that are active. And the only challenge is these draw a little bit of power, and this is a standard USB-A port, so it'll work initially, but if you're going to use these in a permanent setting, you'll probably want to use a powered hub. But for now, let's see how we do. All right, so I've already connected the top 2 monitors up to the first one, the middle to the second one, and the bottom 2 to the third one. So let me plug in this first set. And the minute I do that, Windows is going to recognize that I plugged in another adapter. And because of the Silicon Motion driver, it's going to accommodate that. It'll take a second for it to recognize that, and you'll see those come live. There's one, and there's the second one. So now I've got, well, actually I've got 5 monitors. I've got 4 external and 1 on my laptop right here. And this is a setup I use occasionally if I'm doing some really complicated video editing. I like to break those windows out to have the video display up here, maybe my effects panel down there, and maybe my editing panel on another monitor. All right, so let's connect these middle ones up. This is going to be 5 and 6, and all I'm doing is plugging these into the hub. And again, Windows is going to recognize that, make some adjustments, and you'll see these 2 come on. You may see some of them blink out while that's happening. Yep, took a second. Okay, there's one. Come on, give me the 6th one. Any second now, it's going to pop up, I promise you. And again, it's taking a second because I'm drawing a lot of power out of that hub, and it's got to readjust. So once it settles down, you'll see all the monitors come live. Okay, there's 6 monitors. There's 6 external and 1 internal. I've got 7 monitors working at the same time. Now, my worry is these are drawing current out of that port. I'm not sure if the last 2 are going to work. I should have used a powered port, or a powered hub, but let me plug it in and see what happens. All right, that should be 8. Now, it's going to take a second for it to adjust. These are probably going to blink a little bit, and then we'll see if they come up live. Just give it a second. It's thinking. All right, they're blinking. All right, I see them on here. And they're going to come up. They're going to come up. Any second now, they're going to come up, I promise you. Yeah, I'm drawing too much current out of that unit. If I had a powered hub, oh, there they are. Okay, we're good. It's probably not going to last because this port can only supply about 2 amps of current, and these are probably drawing just about that for all 3 of them. But anyway, you see all 8 of the external monitors working at the same time, plus the monitor on my laptop. So I've got 9 monitors connected through a single USB, 6 over here and 2 over there. I think that's pretty incredible. So if I'm at a trade show, I'm using a powered hub, I'm connecting these up, and I can run 8 external monitors off my laptop, which is absolutely amazing. And you have full control over the monitors through the display settings on your computer. I can actually flip one of these if I want to from landscape to portrait mode. mode. I can move them around. You can identify the monitors. Here we go. Let me identify the monitors. You can see the numbers pop up, so it'll tell you exactly which monitor you're looking at. I just think it's a wonderful setup. And again, what separates this from a lot of the other HDMI adapters on the market is the fact that I can daisy chain a bunch of them to a single computer and display at the same time. So pretty incredible product and really, really easy to use. So stay tuned and I'll give you a few final thoughts. I hope that demonstration was helpful. And I still can't believe that you can connect 4 of these up to a USB hub and actually activate 8 monitors at the same time on a Windows laptop. Now, I spend a lot of time out on the road, and when I come home, I want to have larger monitors that I can connect my laptop up to so I can open programs and answer emails and all the rest of it. And I have 2 of these connected to 4 monitors on my desk, and the only time I use that second set of monitors is when I'm editing video footage, because I like to be able to move some of those screens, like the review screen, to one monitor. Maybe I'll move the editing screen to another monitor, my effects panel to another monitor, and it's nice to be able to see all those really large on my desktop, and it works just great. Really what it is a combination of the technology that OREI has built into the SplitExtend HDMI adapter and the Silicon Motion graphics driver, which really enables a lot of those features. Now, what really separates this from a lot of other products on the market are simple things like the high impact plastic case, the fact that they've built in ventilation along the sides because it's going to get warm when you're using it. It's converting USB-C video into HDMI video. Those ventilation slots let that heat escape, so it's going to last you a long time. I think it's a nice touch. They put rubber feet on the bottom. That way it's not scratching my desk. But I really like the fact that they've connected a cable up, so I don't have to go fishing around for a cable. And I've got the choice of USB-A, and they even built in a USB-C adapter. So when I'm connecting it to my laptop, maybe it's USB-A that's open, I'll use that. But if it's not, I can use a USB-C port as well. And I love the plug-and-play compatibility of it. I also like the fact that it's both Windows and Mac compatible. So it's pretty much everything you'll need for an HDMI extender if you want to connect external monitors up to your laptop, or even add a couple extra monitors to your computer. This product just does the job. So that's all I really had today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, as always, stay nerdy.